good. Good afternoon and welcome to Highland Community Ballpark on the campus of Highland Community College for today's game between the Kansas City, Kansas Blue Devils and your Highland Community College Scotties. This is Game 2. Game 1 ended 7-3 in favor of the Blue Devils. We'll now give you the starting lineup for Game 2. For the Blue Devils, leading off and playing shortstop, number 3, Albert Woodard. Batting second, the center fielder, number 26, Tyler Pittman. Hitting third, the first baseman, number 5, Alex Phillips. Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 20, Chase Reddick. Hitting fifth, the third baseman, number 37, Brandon Green. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 6, Easton Fortuna. Hitting seventh, the designated hitter, number 40, Brandon Still. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 34, Drew Holtgreave. And batting ninth, the left fielder, number 14, Josh Schumacher. The starting pitcher for the Blue Devils, number 23, Corey Cowan. And for today's second game, the starters for the Scotties. Leading off the right fielder, number 16, Keyshawn Brown. Batting second, the second baseman, number 15, Mitch Austin. Hitting third, the catcher, number 30, Wyatt Nowak. Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 12, Mason Nagel. Hitting fifth, the third baseman, number 7, Brady Miller. Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 22, Jake Hansen. Hitting seventh, the designated hitter for today's game, number 19, Cole Hodges. Batting eighth, the center fielder, number 1, Tony Nichols. And batting ninth, the shortstop, number 3, Adam Miner. The starting pitcher for the Scotties will be number 32, Jared Kohlberg. We will be back in just a minute for Game 2. You're watching the Scotty Sports Network. Good afternoon and welcome back to Highland Community Ballpark here for Game 2 between the Blue Devils and the Scotties. Starting pitcher for the Scotties is Jared Kohlberg, as he throws in a first strike there for Albert Woodard. My name's Liam Nevin. I'm joined here for Game 2 by Tyler Norman again. And Tyler, we just couldn't pull it out that last game.
We couldn't. 6 out of the 7 Blue Devil runs coming off of Brandon Green's 3 of his home runs on the day. 3 at-bats, 3 home runs. Not a bad outing in Game 1 for Blue Devil Brandon Green.
And up until the bottom of the 7th, no Highland Scotty had a hit apart from Mitch Austin. And that changed by getting a couple hits there, but we just couldn't pull anything else out.
Yeah, the Scotties had plenty of base runners throughout the game as the starting pitcher for the Blue Devils, Chase Stevens, gave up 7 walks, putting base runners on, but again, just couldn't get the bats going. That one's going to be snagged by
Miner, but it's just not going to make it as the Blue Devils get 1 on base. Now batting the center fielder, number 26, Tyler Pittman.
Wyatt Nowak behind the dish for the Scotties. replaces Josh Grubaugh here in game 2. Mason Nagel at first, Mitch Austin at second, Adam Miner in the shortstop position, Brady Miller at third base, and Jared Kohlberg pitching. That rounds out your infield. In the outfield, sophomore Jake Hansen out in left, Tony Nichols in center field, and Keyshawn Brown in right.
As we said, starting pitcher for the Scotties today is Jared Kohlberg. Jared's got a 0-1 record. He's appeared 6 times for the Scotties. He's got a 18.22 ERA. He's given up 5 home runs, but he's also struck out 12 batters, which is good for third on the team.
And that runner's going to steal second. Albert Howard, another stolen base.
He's second on the Blues with 18 coming into today's game, so that would make it 19.
And Woodard moves on to third with another stolen base as that ball was in the dirt. Nowak was able to block it, but unable to
pick it up quick enough, yeah.
Scotty softball took care of business today as they swept the Red Ravens of Coffeyville. Took game 1 12-3 and game 2 8-0 here in Highland, Kansas. That last pitch was in the dirt. 3-1 count, no outs, runner on third for the Blue Devils here in the top of the first inning in game 2.
And Pittman will take his base to put 2 on for the Blue Devils. Now batting the first baseman, number 5, Alex Phillips. Well, Phillips comes to the plate with runner on first and a runner on third. No outs in the top of the first, and this is similar as Pittman gets to second on stolen base. Similar to how things started in the last game, Tyler, how the Blue Devils put some runners on base, and then obviously we keep talking about him, Brandon Green hit a couple of home runs.
Yes, he did. Phillips, though, came into the day batting .430 for the Blue Devils. He's got runners at second and third, no outs, 0-1 count. Here's the pitch from Kohlberg. He's going to pop that ball to Austin at second. Austin goes over to first for the out. But it is going to be a sacrifice ground out for Alex Phillips, and that's going to score Woodard from third.
Now batting the right fielder, number 20, Chase Reddick.
Blue Devils on the board early. Woodard was the first Blue Devils score in game 1 for KCK, and he comes across the plate, putting up 1 for the Blue Devils here in the top of the inning. Ball's hit to Miner at short. He fires over to Nagel at first. Another out, but another run comes across the plate. 2-0 Blue Devils.
And Tyler, they've set that up by good base running. 2 stolen bases by Woodard and 1 by Tyler Pittman.
Put themselves in a good position to score runs, yes.
Now batting number 37, Brandon Green.
We've all heard this name today. That pitch is going to be outside ball 1. And that one's fouled hard back over the fence. Ball's in the dirt. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs to Brandon Green. No runners on. Blue Devils lead 2-0 here in the top of the first inning in game 2. This will be a 9-inning game. High and outside, ball 3.
Green, as we said, had 3 home runs in the first game. They were his first home runs of the season, Tyler.
Green, the 6-foot freshman from Liberty, Missouri. Hard hit ball back to the pitcher. Kohlberg unable to handle it, and Miner unable to get to the ball either. And that's going to be a single for Green.
He rounded as if he was going to go to second, and
there he goes.
Sloppy fielding. He will. Some sloppy fielding and throwing there from the Scotties allows him to get all the way to second. And now batting number 6, Easton Fortuna.
Nowak goes out to talk to Kohlberg. Kohlberg, the 6-foot, 170-pound freshman from Olathe, Kansas. Starting game 2 here for the Scotties. Giving up 2 runs here early.
And up at the plate now, we have Easton Fortuna. He's batting .323 before today's games. Had 30 hits from his 93 at-bats.
And that pitch is in there. Inside, ball 1.
Again, Tyler, just some good base running from the Blue Devils and some sloppy fielding there from the Scotties has allowed Brandon Green to be at second right now. Another high chopper over the pitcher.
And runner was safe at first, but Green tried rounding third going home. No, Mason Nagel was able to give the ball to Nowak and the tag at home plate for out number 3.
That's right, and they've escaped there, the Scotties. They only give up 2 runs at the top of the first. We'll come back with the bottom of the first here after a short break. You're watching the Scotty Sports Network. I'll bring it in. Good afternoon. Welcome back to Highland Community Ballpark. My name is Liam Nevin. I'm joined in the press box with Tyler Nordman. As we're here in the bottom of the first, the Scotties trail the Blue Devils 2-0 after some sloppy fielding and good base running from the Blue Devils. We have Keyshawn Brown at the plate as he takes strike 1 there.
Pitching for the Blue Devils, number 23, Corey Cowan, 6'3", 225-pound sophomore from Merriam, Kansas. Excuse me. Cowan's started 6 games. He's 1-0 on the year, 29 innings pitched, giving up 20 hits, 10 runs. ERA.
And that is a hell of a snag right there by Albert Woodard there at shortstop. Now batting for the Scotties, the second baseman, number 15, Mitch Austin. Well, Tyler, Keyshawn thought he got a hit through the gap there, but it was snagged out of nowhere by Woodard.
Yeah, really nice grab there by the shortstop, Woodard. Mitch Austin, the only Scotty to get RBIs in game 1. He had 2 hits, 2 RBIs.
Mitch hits that straight at Woodard. Mitchell as fast as he can, but he'll be thrown out there at first. The Scotties have 2 down real quick. Now batting for the Scotties, the catcher, number 30, Wyatt Nowak. Well, Wyatt coming in today was batting .410, had 32 hits from 78 at bats. But as with all the Scotty batters today, he's struggled to get things going.
Yeah, Nowak, the designated hitter in game 1. He's playing in the field this one as catcher. Wyatt takes a hard swing and fouls that one back out of play.
Wyatt fouls that one to Green, who just in time makes the throw. It's all 3 out for the Scotties. They still trail the Blue Devils 2-0 as we head to the top of the second. You're watching the Scotty Sports Network. Welcome back to Highland Community Ballpark for Game 2 between the Blue Devils and the Scotties this afternoon. Blue Devils lead it 2-0 after the first inning. We're here in the top of the second, and we have Brandon still in his batter's box. Brandon's 6'4", freshman from Springdale, Arizona.
Brandon Still came to the ball game today batting .194. 24 strikeouts, 13 walks. Fouls that one back into the fence. 1-2 count. Ball hit shallow left field. That's going to fall fair. Hanson's going to field. He's going to go to second with it. But Still's going to hold up at first for a single.
Now batting number 34, Drew Holtgreave.
Holtgreave, the catcher, 6'2" sophomore out of St. Charles, Missouri.
He's batting .267 on the season. 23 hits from 86 at-bats. As he hits that one up to left field, Jake Hansen, left field, will get underneath it and make the play for the first out of the inning for the Scotties. Now batting the left fielder, number 14, Josh Schumacher. Well, Schumacher's a 6-foot freshman from Aurora, Colorado. He's batting .338 on the season, has a tied team high with 3 triples for the Blue Devils.
Holberg goes over to Nagel, checking Brandon Still, the base runner at first. 1 out here in the top of the second inning. Blue Devils lead it 2-0. Blue Devils took game 1. Hard hit ball back at Kohlberg. That one's going to get through. Brandon Still's going to hold at second, and that's going to be a single for Shoemaker.
Now batting number 3, Albert Woodard.
Woodard, the Blue Devils leadoff batter.
He had a hit and 2 stolen bases in the first inning. He was one of the runners that made it home.
Woodard tries laying down a bunt. That one goes foul down the third base line. Highland student George Marfo running today's camera and scoreboard for us on the live stream, and Jarrett Gilliland running the live stats. Again, you can follow the game via live stats at the link to your right if you're on YouTube, or you can go to our website, scottyathletics.com, and find a link to today's live stats there as well. There's tabs on all your favorite players and how they're doing throughout today's game.
Again, Scotty softball got 2 wins today. Nowak gets down well to stop the ball. Blue Devils have runners on first and second. 1 out and 1-2 count for Albert Woodard.
That one is inside for a ball.
And Woodard hits that one to right center field. It'll hit the bottom of the fence and come back. Tony Nichols attempting to make the play. Brandon's still ahead home, and Josh Schumacher will head to third. That's a double from Albert Woodard.
And scoring another run for the Blue Devils to take a 3-0 lead.
Now batting number 26, Tyler Pittman.
Nowak's going to head out to the mound to talk to Kohlberg after that last at bat. Hard hit ball by Woodard to right center field. Brown unable to get to it again. That hill out there that extends all the way from left center all the way to right field. Causing some trouble there for Brown as he wasn't able to get up there and make the catch.
And it makes judging the ball a little bit more difficult. Hit the base of the fence and rolled between Brown and Tony Nichols out there in right center field.
1 out. Runners at second and third. Kohlberg's thrown 35 pitches, 21 strikes, 14 balls.
That one's hit to right field, straight to Keyshawn Brown. Josh Schumacher will make it home, and Albert Woodard will advance to third as the Blue Devils take a 4-0 lead.
And looks like the Skies are going to make a pitching change. Dustin Gruber is going to come in and replace Kohlberg. We'll take a break while he's warming up. You're watching Scotty Sports Network.
And welcome back. We have Dustin Gruber on the mound now for the Scotties. In the batter's box, we have Alex Phillips for the Blue Devils. Blue Devils have one out, runners on the corners. As Gruber throws the ball up high for 1-0. And as in Game 1, Scotties trailed the Blue Devils 4-0 here in the top of the second.
Gruber inherits the runner at third, and Woodard, and any pass ball I think Woodard's going to score, as the wheels on that kid are pretty fast. Runner goes to 2. Slides in there. Minor unable to make the tag.
That's Tyler Pittman. That's another stolen base for him. He leads the team. He had 19 coming in today. He had 1 in the first game. That, by my count, has 21 stolen bases for the season.
Again, two very fast Blue Devils on the bags right now. Ball hit anywhere might score a couple.
The Blue Devils scoring runs in this game in much different fashion than they did in the first game, as we alluded to.
Hard chopper to second base. Austin gets it over to second. Woodard is going to score from third, but the Scotties get the out at first.
Now batting the right fielder, number 20, Chase Reddick.
Scotty's trailing early 5-0 here in the top of the second inning. Dustin Gruber pitching for Highland. There's a hard hit ball. Left center field. Nichols going to fall. Come underneath it. Calls off Hansen. Makes the catch. Out number 3. Blue Devils score 3 in the top of the second inning. We'll be right back with the bottom of the inning. You're watching Scotty Sports Network.
And welcome back. We're in the bottom of the second inning here at Highland Community Ballpark. The Scotties trail the Blue Devils 5-0 with Mason Nagel leading off for the Scotties. And takes a ball there outside for 1-0.
Corey Cowan pitching for the Blue Devils. He's thrown only 11 pitches now in today's game. 6 strikes. He had a quick 1-2-3 inning in the bottom of 1.
And a 1-1 count for Mason Nagel, who is hitting .276 on the season. As he hits that one.
That is a hard hit ball to left center field. Center fielder gets underneath it and makes a nice catch for out number 1.
Now batting for the Scotties, the third baseman, number 7, Brady Miller. Well, so far in this game, too, it's been all Blue Devils as they lead at 5-0 as Brady takes a ball down low in at the knees.
Again, Scotty softball's all wrapped up from Scotty Park. They swept the Red Ravens today. Final score 12-3 and 8-0. That's a chopper to the third baseman. He's going to be out at first, out number 2.
Now batting for the Scotties, the left fielder, number 22, Jake Hansen.
And that one's outside, ball 1 to Hansen. Cowan looking to make it another quick inning for him. He's only thrown 15 pitches in 1 2/3 inning of work. One gets away from him, but a nice grab by Holtgrave, the catcher. That is a hard hit ball by Hansen, and that one's going to be foul. A little bit to the left, and that's a home run.
Which we really would have needed that. The way things have been going offensively for the Scotties today, the bats just haven't shown up.
Hansen really got around on that ball and sent it all the way up to the track as the Highland track and football field sit top right field. Two-one count to Hansen. 2 outs, nobody on. And Hansen fouls that one off. 2-2 count.
Scotty's looking to do something here with 2 outs and a 2-2 count for Jake Hansen. And Hansen takes that one down low at the knees, 3-2. Jake
hard hit ball to the
right
shortstop.
at Albert Woodard, who.
And Hansen's going to get there. He's safe at first. Hard hit ball to Woodard. He handled it, but not able to get it over to the first baseman in time.
Now batting for the Scotties, the designated hitter, number 19, Cole Hedges. Cole Hedges only appeared in 7 games this season for the Scotties. He's batting 133, just 2 hits from his 15 at-bats. He's been struck out 8 times. And he comes up to the plate here with Jake Hansen on first, 2 outs for the Scotties in the bottom of the second.
Hedges, 6 foot, 210 pounds freshman from Shawnee, Kansas. His first at bat of the day. He's in the designated hitter spot here in game 2. And that one's in the dirt. That's going to pop up.
Jake Hansen will advance to second.
I just has a runner in scoring position now.
Now let's see if the Scotties can do something different to what they did in the first game. They stranded a lot of runners on base.
Yes, they did. It wasn't an issue with base running or base runners in the first game. It was an issue with making contact and getting hits. That one's popped up shallow, and that one's going to
bounce on the infield. And he drops it, so Cole will make it to first base, and Hansen will advance to third. Now batting for the Scotties, the center fielder number 1, Tony Nichols. And Tony comes to the plate after Cole Hodges reaches first base after a little pop-up that landed between the shortstop and the pitcher. And with 2 outs, the Scotties look to do something here, Tyler.
Yes, they do. They got runners on the corners. Tony Nichols, the sophomore, pops that one high. Shallow left field. Left fielder's going to come underneath it, call it, and make the catch for out number 3. Again, the Scotties strand 2 base runners. They trail 5-0 here early in game 2. We'll head to the top of the 3rd inning shortly. We'll take a short break. You're watching Scotty Sports Network.
And welcome back to Highland Community Ballpark. My name is Liam Nevin. I'm joined here by Tyler Nordman. We're in the top of the 3rd. The Scotties trail the Blue Devils 5-0. And Tyler, what do you make of the game so far?
Well, similar to game 1, the Scotties got base runners on, but they stranded them and unable to take advantage of the opportunities they had. A couple of mistakes by the Blue Devils. Gave them a chance, but again, unable to score any runs. The Blue Devils scored 2 in the first, 3 in the second to take an early 5-0 lead over the Scotties. A lot of small ball, good base running and singles.
That's right.
Blue Devils.
Very different to the way game 1 started for the Blue Devils. And we have Dustin Gruber on the mound for the Scotties. He replaced Jared Kohlberg.
Again, the Blue Devils already with 7 hits. So the Scotties 1.
That's a hard hit ball to left field. Jake Hansen will come around and get under it, make the play. Now batting number 6, Easton Fortuna. Fortuna had a single in the first inning.
Nice pitch in there by Gruber. Gruber stands at 6'3". He's a freshman from Morrill, Kansas.
Katrina hits that right at Mitch Austin.
And that's out number 2.
Now batting the designated hitter number 40, Brandon Still.
And that one's fouled off into the Scotty dugout. Another foul ball. That one caught Nowak. That swing caught Nowak right in the chin off the mask. Nowak stands up, kind of checks his jaw. Coach Cox comes out to check on him. He got clipped in the backswing there from Brandon Still.
It looked like the end of the bat just kind of hit him on the chin there. Nowak
Shakes it off.
looks to be okay. Brandon Still, the batter in the batter's box. 6'4" freshman from Springdale, Arizona.
Oh, 2 count to Still, 2 outs. No runners on. That one's popped up to shallow right field. Brown trying to get underneath it. He calls off Austin. He makes the catch for out number 3, and that'll end the top of the 3rd inning. Blue Devils still leading at 5-0. We'll take a short break. You're watching the Scotty Sports Network.
Welcome back to Highland Community Ballpark. Here for the bottom of the 3rd inning between the Blue Devils and the Scotties. The Blue Devils hold a 5-0 lead over the Scotties, with Adam Miner coming to the plate to lead off for them. And
Miner chops that one over the 3rd baseman. And he's going to round first and head to second, and that's going to be a stand-up double for Miner after hitting a chopper over the 3rd baseman. Leadoff double for the Scotties.
Now batting for the Scotties, number 16, Keyshawn Brown. Well, Miner with a nice high chop hit that bounced over the 3rd baseman to get in there for a double.
Nice opportunity here for the Scotties in the bottom of the third inning as Brown shows bunt and tips that one back. Almost clipped him in the head there, coming off of his bat. Scotties trailing by 5 here. A leadoff double from Adam Miner puts a runner in scoring position. Brown at the plate. Austin in the on-deck circle. Again, game 2 will be a 9-inning game. All conference doubleheaders. They play a 7 and a 9. A nice bunt laid down the third base line. Third baseman goes over to first with it. Makes the play, but Keyshawn moves the base runner over to third and in scoring position.
Now batting for the Scotties, the second baseman of 15, Mitch Austin. And Mitch today already with 2 RBIs in the first game. He was the only Scotty player that really had any offense going for him in that game as he looks to bring someone home now.
He did 2 RBI singles for Austin there in game 1. Mitch grounded out his first at bat here in the first inning. The pitch from Cowan. Austin pops out one up to center field. Center fielder's going to make the play, but here comes Miner from third. There will be no play at home, and Miner crosses the home plate to get the run on the board for the Scotties after the sac fly from Austin.
Now batting for the Scotties, the catcher number 30, Wyatt Nowak.
Liam, a nice at bat from Mitch Austin there. Just keep putting the ball in play somewhere deep in the outfield and scoring the runner at third.
That's right, and he's been doing that well lately. And as he's shown, he's done it again here now to give the Scotties the lead. Well, not the lead, but put him on the board, sorry.
Yeah, Mitch came into the game batting .359, 18 RBIs. He had 2 RBIs in game 1. Another RBI there, so he's up to 21 from my count on the season. He's second on the team in RBIs. Nowak comes in prior to today, 78 at bats, 19 runs off 32 hits, 5 doubles, 2 home runs, 17 RBIs. And he was batting .410 before today. 1-2 count, pitch from Cowan. Nowak's going to hit that one to shallow right field. No play at first as Nowak races to the bag, and he's safe for the single.
Now batting for the Scotties, the first baseman number 12, Mason Nagel. Well, the Scotties showing some fight here in the bottom of the third, showing some offense that had previously been absent in the first couple innings of this game and for most of the first one. But we have Wyatt Nowak on first, Mason Nagel taking a strike there with 2 outs.
Nagel chops that one foul into the Blue Devil dugout. Liam, the temperature really hasn't changed much today. It's now 49 degrees. First pitch of game 1, it was 44 degrees out and cloudy.
Sun's come out a little bit, but...
Yes, it has. A little bit of sunshine today off and on as it went through the clouds. And there's strike 3 on the outside corner as Nagel looked upset with that call. And that'll end the inning. Scotties get 1 off the sac fly from Mitch Austin in the bottom of the third. They still trail the Blue Devils 5-1. We'll take a short break. You're watching Scotty Sports Network. Game 2 of the doubleheader. Game 4 of the series with the Kansas City, Kansas Blue Devils. KCK leads at 5-1 here in the top of the 4th inning. This is a 9-inning game. Blue Devils took game 1 with the final score 7-2. 7-3 in game 1. Scotty split with the Blue Devils yesterday. They were originally scheduled to play on Thursday, but due to field conditions, they pushed it back to yesterday, and they played down in Kansas City. Scotty's took game 1 2-1, lost game 2 7-2, and then lost game 1 here in Highland 7-3. So the Blue Devils have a 2-1 lead in the 4-game series over the Scotties. Dustin Gruber pitching for Highland. That ball's in the dirt. Ball 2, 2-2 count. Batter number 34, Drew Holtzgreave. 6'2" sophomore from St. Charles, Missouri. Scotty's finally gotten on the board in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Mitch Austin hit a sac fly to center field, scoring Adam Miner. Adam Miner led off that inning with a nice double down the 3rd base line. And the Scotties trail 5-1. Full count, no outs. Here to the first batter in the top of the 4th. Hard hit ball to center field. Nichols gets on his horse. He's trying to run underneath it. He makes a nice grab on the hill in center field for out number 1. Again, that nasty hill we talk about out there. And here at Highland Community Ballpark, Nichols travels halfway up and makes a diving catch and out number 1.
Now batting number 14, Josh Schumacher.
What a great catch by Nichols out there in center field.
And he's shown some of those type of catches throughout the season when he's been playing.
That one had a chance to get out of here. It kind of died. Wind still kind of blowing in and across our face from left to right here in the press box. Again, we saw 3 home runs go out, 2 over the right field fence, 1 over left field in game 1. Haven't seen any today. Jake Hansen tried pulling a ball out, but that one just went foul there in that last inning. Nothing like the Scotty softball game yesterday as they hit 11 home runs in 2 ball games against the Lebec Cardinals. There's a hard hit ball to right field. Brown's going to get all the way to the fence, and as we talk about it, there's a home run.
To right field, yep.
Home run to right field. That one knocked out by number 14, Josh Shoemaker.
Now batting number 3, Albert Woodard.
Liam, I guess you could say we might have jinxed that one.
Yeah, we kind of spoke that one into existence, Tyler.
Spoke a little too soon there.
That one was hit very hard, and I just made it over the fence, but...
Again, if you can hit the ball to right field here in Highland Community Ballpark, it doesn't have to travel a long ways to carry. That is probably the shortest part of the field, right all the way in right field corner. Left center field will be the deepest point here at the ballpark. Left-handed batters really enjoy playing here. Two-one count to Woodard. 1 out.
So he hits that one high to right field. Keyshawn Brown will get under and make the play for out number 2. Now batting number 26, Tyler Pittman.
Tyler Pittman now batting.
Neat.
There's a pop fly to third base. Brady Miller calls it. And he makes the catch for out number 3 to end the inning. Blue Devils get 1 in the top of the 4th off a solo shot from number 14, Josh Shoemaker. They extend their lead 6-1 after 4 innings of play. We'll take a short break and return with the bottom of the 4th. You're watching Scotty Sports Network.
Welcome back to Highland Community Ballpark. My name is Liam Nevin. I'm joined here by Tyler Nordman. You're joining us in the bottom of the fourth with Brady Miller leading off for the Scotties. So he swings and fouls that one off.
That foul ball went off the catcher. Drew Holtgrave went off his mask pretty hard. He looks okay.
Scotties trail the Blue Devils 6-1. As the Blue Devils extended their lead in the top of the fourth through a solo home run by Josh Shoemaker. And we have 1-1 count for Brady Miller. Brady hits that one down to the third baseman, who throws the first and makes the play for out number one for the Scotties. Now batting the left fielder, number 22, Jake Hansen.
Hansen had a single in the second inning. Takes that one low, ball one. 1-1 count to Hansen, 1 out. Nobody on for the Scotties. They trail by 5 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Cole Hedges in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch from Cowan, and that one catches the outside corner, strike 2. You can follow the game via live stats. Click on the link to the right of your screen or go to ScottyAthletics.com and find a link there. Hansen hits the ball to second baseman, races down to first but can't get there in time. Out number 2 for the Blue Devils.
Now batting for the Scotties, the designated hitter, number 19, Cole Hedges.
Pitch from Cowan in there for a strike. I just reached on an error in the second inning, his first at bat. And he takes strike 2 up the middle. Scotty scored their only run last inning, the bottom of the third, after a Mitch Austin RBI sac fly. Blue Devils have scored 2 in the first, 3 in the second, and a solo shot in the fourth, totaling up 6 runs on the day. And a big swing from Hedges and a miss. Strike 3, that's out number 3. Blue Devils lead at 6-1 over your Scotties here in Game 2 from Highland Community Ballpark. We'll take a short break. You're watching Scotty Sports Network.
And welcome back to Highland Community Ballpark here in Highland. We're at the top of the 5th inning with Alex Phillips up to bat.
Yeah, KCK 22-12 on the season, 12-7 now in conference. Scotty's 13-20 on the year, 6-13 in conference. They're tied for 7th with Coffeyville. Blue Devils sitting in the 5th place spot in Jayhawk East. Fort Scott and Allen atop the standings. There's a hard hit ball. That one's going to carry out of here for a solo shot. That is a very hard hit ball over center field for a solo shot from Alex Phillips.
Now batting number 20, Chase Riddick. That was a hard hit ball to left center field that just carried all the way to almost on the running track of the football field.
Yes, it was Alex Phillips. That is just his 6th home run on the year. That one chopped foul down the third base line.
That ball was hit hard to left field. Jake Hansen getting under it to make the play for out number 1. Now batting number 37, Brandon Green.
Brandon Green, the guy with 3 home runs in game 1 today. He had a single and reached second on an error. His first at bat.
Just strike 1 there. Those were Green's first home runs of the season. All came in game 1 today.
Green also flew out earlier in the game. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Nobody on for the Blue Devils. Dustin Gruber, the pitcher for the Scotties still. Ball's hit to shallow left field. Hansen charging up on it. He's going to make the underhand grab for out number 2. And another fly out by Green.
And now batting number 6, Easton Fortuna.
Fortuna has 1 hit and 1 fly out on the day. That one's hit foul down third base line. Gruber gets the sign from Nowak, comes set. Here's the pitch. That ball's hit to center field. That one's going to drop in there for a base hit for Fortuna. 2-out single from Easton Fortuna for the Blue Devils here in the top of the 5th inning.
Now batting number 40, Brandon Still.
Brandon Still has a single and a fly out in today's game, and he's scored 1 of the runs for the Blue Devils. They have a 7-1 lead here in the top of the 5th inning. They took game 1 7-2 over the Scotties. Again, be sure to follow along with the live stats. The link is to your right of the screen. Or go to the website, scottyathletics.com. Under the baseball schedule, you can find links to not only to today's games, both the watch link and the live stat link, but future games as we move on through the season. All home games will be broadcasted live via Scotty Sports Network. Also, live stats will be kept at all home events. Find your links there, ScottyAthletics.com. Also follow along on Twitter if you have a Twitter account. Follow HCC Scotties. Keep up to date with everything happening in Scotty Athletics, not only baseball. The Scotty track and field teams today, Liam, they're down in Emporia. You can catch that action via live results. Again, links are on the website. Emporia State Relays. Chilly afternoon to be running on an outdoor track, but they seem to be doing all right down there.
They do seem to be doing fine. Also, Scotty softball were in action earlier today, getting 2 wins against Coffeyville.
They improved to 22-6 on the year. They came in this week ranked number 11 in the nation in Division II. And they got a really young team. That's what looks really promising.
They do have a lot of freshmen.
They lost 13 sophomores last year. Only one returner who started for him, and that's Kenzie Garvin, the left fielder.
That's right.
She's having a heck of a year. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Gruger. That one's popped high. Mitch Austin calls it off, but Miner calls him off. And he comes under it and makes the catch for out number 3 in the top of the 5th inning. Again, the Blue Devils hit a solo home run to tack another one on the board. They lead it 7-1. We'll take a short break. You're watching Scotty Sports Network.
And welcome back. My name is Liam Nevin. We have Tyler Nordman here doing play-by-play as well. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning here at Highland Community Ballpark. The Scotties trail the Blue Devils 7-1 with Tony Nichols leading off for the Scotties. Tyler, what has been the problem for the Scotties today?
Well, it's kind of been a struggle all day, is just getting the bats going. They've stranded a lot of runners. It hasn't been base runner issues. It's just been once we get a runner on, we've been unable to take advantage of the opportunity and stranded them. Blue Devils got back-to-back solo home runs in both 4th and 5th innings to extend their lead to 6. They lead at 7-1 here in the bottom of the 5th. This is a 9-inning game. Again, all conference matchups are doubleheaders. The first game's a 7-inning followed by a 9. That ball's in the dirt, ball 2. 2-2 count to Nichols. Tony, the 5'8" sophomore from Fargo, North Dakota. We think it's chilly here, but I'm sure it's a little cooler up in North Dakota right now, Liam.
Absolutely. I prefer to be where we are as he takes that one down low. Sun's come out a little bit. There was very overcast earlier today here in Highland, and still a bit chilly, but the sun's shining.
It has worked its way up to 50 degrees. I think that's what they called for as the high today. First pitch, it was 44, so it's raised 6 degrees over the last few hours. And Tony Nichols looks at a full count here in the bottom of the 5th inning as the leadoff batter for Highland. The pitch from Cowan, a hard hit ball from Nichols, shallow left field. And they make the catch for out number 1.
Now batting for the Scotties, the shortstop, number 3, Adam Miner. Well, Adam Miner had a nice double his last time up. There's a high chopper over the third baseman.
Yeah, that leadoff double by Minor last inning allowed Mitch Austin to come up, and 2 innings ago actually, allowed Mitch Austin to come up and get an RBI off a sac fly hit to right field. The umpire's asking a car in center field to shut their lights off, and there they go. Car is locked, lights are off, and we can resume play. Now joining us in the booth, Athletic Director Assistant Allison Cole. Allison's been working the softball game today. Those games are all wrapped up as they swept the Coffeyville Red Ravens. Allison in her first year here working in the athletic department. She is a Scotty alum. She played volleyball, basketball, and track here from 2009 to 2011, 2010 to 12, actually. She was a standout athlete and transferred on to Southwestern Oklahoma State University in Weatherford, Oklahoma, finished up her athletic and academic career, got her master's, and now she's back working here in the department as Minor strikes out.
Now batting for the Scotties, the right fielder, number 16, Keyshawn Brown. Keyshawn, the batter for the Scotties. He's grounded out and flown out in his 2 at-bats this afternoon.
Pitcher Corey Cowan has thrown 59 pitches.
And Keyshawn Brown gets hit by a pitch. He is one of the most hit batters in the nation. As he's hit again. Now batting for the Scotties, the second baseman, number 15, Mitch Austin. Well, Mitch, a 6'1" sophomore from Sydney, Australia, has been very good with the bat today. He's had 3 hits and 3 RBIs, Tyler.
Yes, he has. He's been swinging the bat really well lately. He scored the only 2 runs in the first game for the Scotties, and he's scored the only, or he's knocked in, I guess I should say, the only 2 runs in game 1 and the only run here in game 2. One count to Austin, 2 outs. Brown at first. That ball's low in the dirt, ball 2. And the Scotties will be back in action this coming Tuesday here in Highland as they take on Southeast Community College in a 1-9-inning game. That game's set to start at 2 p.m. here from Highland Community Ballpark. A hard hit ball to second baseman. He fields it cleanly, goes over to first for out number 3. Scotties trail at 7-1 here heading into the top of the 6th inning. We'll take a short break and return. You're watching Scotties Sports Network.
And welcome back. You're watching the game between the Blue Devils and the Scotties. Game 2 here this afternoon as Drew Holtgreave hits a shot, bounces over Josh Hansen.
Drew's going to round the bases, but Nichols throwing his hands up like it's a ground rule double as that ball rolled under the tarp or the windscreen in left field. Hansen tried making a play. It bounced short and over his head. Nichols ran over to it, immediately tossed his hands in the air. Umpire's going to run out and check to see if that ball is caught up in the windscreen or if it is a playable ball. And that ball is going to be ruled a ground rule double. So Holtgrave, instead of an inside the park home run, he'll be sent back to second base.
And now batting for the Blue Devils, number 14, Josh Schumacher.
Shoemaker is 2 for 2 on the day with an RBI on his solo home run. We're still on the hill for the Scotties. That catches the corner, strike one. Leadoff double from the catcher, Holtgrave. Hit the ball into left field. It bounced over Hansen's head and into the windscreen on the left field fence for a ground rule double. Gruber comes set, the pitch. And he hits it up to Brady Miller. Third base, fires over to Nagel for the out and advances the runner to third.
Now batting number 3, Albert Woodard.
Field umpire checks the ball to make sure there's no nicks on it. Tosses it back to Gruber. 1 out for the Scotties. Runner at third for the Blue Devils. Highland trails by 6 here in the top of the 6th inning. This is a 9-inning game. Pitch from Gruber is low, ball 1. Woodard's 2 for 3 in this game with an RBI and a double. 2 stolen bases already. And a diving catch made by Jake Hansen in left field. But it is going to score Holtgrave from third on the sac fly. But what a catch from Hansen.
It was a very good catch. Judged it very well, got out in front of him, and made it. Now batting number 26, Tyler Pittman.
Tyler Pittman now the batter for the Blue Devils. 5'7" freshman from Lee's Summit, Missouri. Pitch in there from Gruber is high and inside. Ball 1, 2 outs. Nobody on. Blue Devils extend their lead 8-1 over Highland after the sac fly from Woodard. Ball's inside, ball 2.
He takes that one inside. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs for Tyler Pittman.
Gruber's thrown 52 pitches in the game and 4 in the third innings pitch. That ball's popped up left field. Hansen heads all the way to the fence, and that one goes out of play. Zach White makes the catch actually over the bullpen as he's warming up for the Scotties. And Pittman will come back to the plate. 2-2 count, 2 outs, nobody on. 8-1 lead for the Blue Devils. Gruber's given up 3 runs off of 4 hits. He's given up 2 solo home runs in the game. Pitch from Gruber is in the dirt. Full count to Pittman. Here in the top of the 6th inning, the Blue Devils tacked on 1. They lead it 8-1. Gerber gets a sign from Nowak, comes set, and here's the pitch, and it's a high fly ball to center field. Adam Miner calls for it early, and he's going to make the catch in shallow center field for out number 3. Again, the Blue Devils score 1 in the top of the 6th inning. They lead it 8-1. We'll take a short break. You're watching Scotty Baseball on the Scotty Sports Network.
Welcome back to Highland Community Ballpark. My name's Liam Nevin. I'm here with Tyler Nordman, George Moffett, Jared Gilliland, and Allison Cole.
And Nowak chops that one foul for the first pitch here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Highland trails the Blue Devils 8-1. And that pitch catches the outside corner, strike 2. Nowak took a bat off the face as he was playing catcher in the first inning. And that one's in there, strike 3. Nowak strikes out looking.
Now batting for the Scotties, the first baseman, number 12, Mason Nagel.
If you're around the area tomorrow, Highland Community College is hosting the 31st annual All-Star Games. Northeast Kansas seniors will compete in a volleyball, women's basketball, and men's basketball game. Volleyball starts at 2 p.m., followed by the women's basketball at 4, and then the men's basketball All-Star game at 6 p.m. 63 area high school seniors will be involved in those games, so if you are in the area, be sure to stop in Ben Allen Fieldhouse and check out the games. Again, 31 years those All-Star games have been running.
Looking forward to seeing the talent on show in all those sports style.
Yeah, some really good local talent. And they strike out Nagel, out number 2.
Now batting for the Scotties, the third baseman, number 7, Brady Miller.
And Brady Miller hits it right to Woodard at short. Woodard's throw over the first baseman. A nice grab by Alex Phillips at first for out number 3. A quick 3 up, 3 down for the Blue Devils. And that'll end the inning. KCK leads it 8-1, heading into the top of the 7th. We'll take a short break. You're watching Scotty Baseball on the Scotty Sports Network.
And welcome back. We're here in the top of the 7th in game 2 between the Blue Devils and the Scotties today here at Highland Community Ballpark. As we have Alex Phillips leading off for the Blue Devils, Zach White on the mound for the Scotties. That's 1-1 count for Phillips.
Zach White, the right-handed freshman pitcher from Derby, Kansas. And that is a big hit ball to right field, and that one's out of here. Solo home run from Alex Phillips.
And if I'm not mistaken, that's back-to-back home runs for Alex Phillips.
Yes,
he had a bomb that went straight down the right center, in the 5th inning.
He's now 2 for 4 on the day with 2 home runs.
Now batting number 20, Chase Reddick. Zach White's made 10 appearances for the Scotties this year. He has a 0-1 record. He's pitched 13 and 2/3 innings. Has an ERA of 7.24 and has 11 Ks.
Might be mistaken, but did Zach White trim the beard a little bit? It's looking a little more pampered than
it does, doesn't it?
Zach White sporting a mountain man beard there on the hill. And some long hair to go with it. Zach White walks the batter.
Now batting number 37, Brandon Green.
And Zach White is going to be called for the balk. He did not come set, and the runner at first will move to second. No outs here in the top of the 7th inning. Blue Devils lead at 9-1. Green hits that one to left field. That one's going to drop in there fair. Reddick's going to score from second, and Green has a stand-up double here in the top of the 7th inning.
Now batting number 6, Easton Fortuna.
Easton Fortuna 2 for 3 in the game. 1 fly out. No outs. Brandon Green at second base for the Blue Devils. That pitch is down the middle, strike 1. That pitch is low, ball 1. One count, no outs, runner at second here. Blue Devils lead it 10-1. Grounder hit to Brady Miller at third. Miller over to first. Nagel makes the catch. And Green's going to advance to third.
Now batting number 40, Brandon Still.
Brandon Still. Designated hitter for the Blue Devils, 1 for 3 on the day. 1 run scored. Runner at third, 1 out. Here in the top of the 7th inning, in game 2 of this conference doubleheader. Kansas City, Kansas Blue Devils. Zach White pitching for Highland. Looks like Hunter Idle warming up in the bullpen. And White's going to hit Brandon. Send him to first. Nowak calls time. He's going to go calm down Zach White on the hill.
Now batting for the Blue Devils, number 33, Adam North.
Adam North, now the batter for the Blue Devils. 6-foot freshman from Overland Park, Kansas.
Looks as though we're going to have a pitching change, Tyler, as Coach Cox comes to the mound to talk to Zach White. And looks as though Hunter Idle is going to come in.
Local kid Hunter Idle. We're here at Doniphan West High School. As he warms up, we'll take a short break. You're watching Scotty Baseball on the Scotty Sports Network. And welcome back to Highland Community Ballpark. Top of the 7th inning, KCK Blue Devils leading the Scotties 10-1. Now pitching for Highland, Hunter Idle. Idle out of Highland, Kansas. Right-handed pitcher. Adam North fouls that one over the Highland dugout. Oh, 2 count to Adam North. 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning. Blue Devils have already scored 2 here early, extending their lead to 10-1. That ball's hit hard down the left field line. Hanson racing to get there, and that one goes just foul. That one would have been right on the wall if it stayed fair. It might have gone out. Would have been right on the top of the fence. But it does go foul. 0-2 count to North.
Adam North, a 6-foot freshman from Overland Park, Kansas.
And That one's hit foul down the left field line as well. North has had 11 at-bats on the year. 2 runs, no hits. And he struck out 3 times.
He's played in just 8 games the Blue Devils have played in this year.
Idle comes set, the 0-2 count. And he strikes him out swinging. Out number 2 for the Scotties here in the top of the 7th inning. And looks like we have a new batter coming in, number 18.
Now batting number 18, Dade Wheeler.
That is Dade Wheeler, the 5'9" freshman from St. Joe, Missouri, just down the road, 30 miles.
Wheeler's batting .364 this season. Has 4 hits from 11 at-bats. 1 RBI to his name.
2 outs for Idle here in the top of the 7th inning. That pitch is in the dirt, and the runner's going to steal second. Wyatt's going to hold on to it. Runners are now at second and third for the Blue Devils as the sun appears to start coming out from behind the clouds.
Again.
A place it's been hiding most of today. Still just 50 degrees here in Highland, Kansas. But it is now the brightest it's been all day. And Wheeler calls time. 1-0 count, 1 ball, no strikes. This is a 9-inning ball game. Blue Devils took game 1 7-2 over the Scotties. That pitch is in there, strike 1 from Idle. And Idle's going to hit him. Idle hits Wheeler, and he kind of hobbles down to first base. Got him right on the back of the leg. He looks to be okay.
Now batting for the Blue Devils, number 32, Brigham Mooney.
Brigham Mooney now batting for the Blue Devils, 5'11" freshman from Lee's Summit, Missouri.
Mooney's batting .188 on the season, has 3 hits from 16 at-bats.
Wheeler's kind of hopping around there at first base. Got a smile on his face. Looks like he'll be okay. But that leg is bothering him. Must have caught him in the shin. That right shin. Takes a big one hopping lead. And that one's hit foul by Mooney. The Blue Devil dugout having some laughs at Dade Wheeler there at first as he kind of hopped off the bag on that pitch. Brigham Mooney. 0-1 count, 2 outs. That pitch is in there, strike 2 to Mooney. Mooney batting just .188 on the season and 16 at-bats. And that ball is going to get past Nowak. As Brandon Green steals home on the passed ball. Kind of a collision with him and Hunter Idle there at the plate, but nothing malicious. And the Blue Devils tack on another run here in the top of the 7th inning, taking a 10-run, 11-1 lead over the Scotties. Blue Devils now up by 10. If the Scotties aren't able to score in the bottom of the 7th, that is a run rule, as it is 10 after 7. Run rule. That pitch from Idle is outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. So Brigham Mooney, his first at bat of the day. Mooney checks his swing for ball number 3. Full count, 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. Blue Devils up by 10 of the Scotties. And here's the pitch from Idle. And that is in there. Ball number 4, and he walks Mooney.
Now batting number 26, Tyler Pittman.
Tyler Pittman is 1 for 3 on the day. He's flown out twice. Hits that one to third base. Brady Miller fields it. Goes over to Nagel at first, and it is in time for out number 3, and that'll end the inning. Not before the Blue Devils are able to score 3 runs and extend their lead to 10, 11-1 over the Scotties. If the Scotties don't score here in the bottom half of the inning, it will be a run rule.
That's right, that'll be game. Scotties looking to mount something here in the bottom of the 7th. We'll take a quick break. You're watching the Scotty Sports Network. Welcome back to Highland Community Ballpark. My name is Liam Nevin. I'm here with Tyler Nordman. We're in the bottom of the 7th with Jake Hansen leading off for the Scotties. He takes a ball outside, down low, ball 1. They trail the Blue Devils 11-1.
New pitcher for the Blue Devils, Colton Kennedy, 6'4" sophomore. Out of Gower, Missouri. Hansen hits one to left field. That's going to drop in there for a single. Hansen rounds first, but he is held by Coach Gorman, and that is a leadoff single for the Scotties here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
Now batting for the Scotties, the designated hitter, number 19, Cole Hedges. Cole struck out and reached on an error today so far as he takes strike 1 there.
Opportunity for the Scotties to extend the game to 9 innings here. They got a score. They are down 10, and it is a run rule 10 after 7 here in this 9-inning contest. I just chops that one to the third baseman. He looks at second, but he goes to first with it, and Hedges moves Hansen to second, but gets out at first.
Now batting for the Scotties, the center fielder, number 1, Tony Nichols. Tony's flown out twice in his 2 at-bats in today's game. As the Scotties look to mount something here to extend the game.
Hanson got a nice lead at second. Nichols shows up but pulls back, ball one. One out here in the bottom of the 7th inning in game 2 of today's doubleheader. Nichols checks his swing, ball 2. Nichols checks his swing, ball 2. Again, Scotty Softball took the sweep of the Red Ravens today from Coffeyville. Winning 12-3 and 8-0 in those two contests here in Highland from Scotty Park. Nichols takes strike one down the middle. Jake Hansen with a leadoff single. He's now at second off the ground out. And Nichols takes a big hack, fouls that one off. Strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here to Nichols in the bottom of the 7th inning. Scotty's trail by 10. Looking to extend the game here. They need to score 1 or else this ball game will be over. Nichols, a hard hit ball. Diving stop by the first baseman. The pitcher gets over there in time for out number 2. What a play by the first baseman, Alex Phillips. Correction, that's Zach Mahoney in there at first now. Nice play by Zach Mahoney.
Now batting for the Scotties, the shortstop number 3, Adam Miner.
Two outs for the Scotties. Jake Hansen advances to third off the ground out from Nichols. Again, a very nice diving play by the first baseman, Zach Mahoney. Keep the ball in the infield and make the out at first. Pitch is inside, ball 1. Kennedy comes set. That ball's in the dirt, and Hansen thinks about it, but holds up at third base. Again, the backstop here at Highland Community Ballpark is very shallow compared to most of the fields they play on around the league. Tough to steal home on pass balls. 2-0 count to Miner, 2 outs, runner at third. Scotty's down 10. If they do not score in this inning, the ball game will be over due to run rule. That pitch is inside, 3-0. And that pitch is in there, strike 1 as Adam takes it. 3-1, 2 down. Game 2 of the doubleheader here from Highland Community Ballpark. That pitch is in the dirt, and Miner walks.
Now batting for the Scotties, the right fielder number 16, Keyshawn Brown.
Keyshawn Brown, now the batter, takes strike 1 down the middle. Mitch Austin in the on-deck circle. Wyatt Nowak in the hole. Runners on the corners. Jake Hansen at third. He had a leadoff single. He's made his way to third off some ground balls. That ball is inside. Ball 1. Scotties must score to extend this game, keep it going, as the Blue Devils lead by 10, 11-1, as they scored 3 in the top of this inning, giving them the 11-1 lead. Here in game 2, a big swing by Brown, foul tipped. Back to the catcher, strike 2. 1-2 count, 2 down. And he strikes him out looking. That one on the outside corner. Brown not happy with it. And that's the ball game. The Kansas City, Kansas Blue Devils defeat the Highland Scotties 11-1 here in game 2 of the doubleheader, and they take the series 3 games to Highland 1.
Yeah, today it was just a game where Highland just couldn't get their bats going in either game. But game 2 here saw them with only 4 hits in the ball game.
Yeah, the Blue Devils were able to manage 13 hits, 11 runs, both teams with 1 error each. The Blue Devils now improved to 23-12 on the year, 13-7 in conference play. They're sitting in 5th currently. Scotty's dropped to 13-21 on the year, 6-14 in conference play. They're tied with Coffeyville. Scotties will be back in action Tuesday as they take on the Storm of Southeast Community College. That'll be a 9-inning game starting at 2 p.m. here from Highland Community Ballpark. And that'll do it from us here at Highland Community Ballpark as your Scotties lose both games to the Blue Devils today, 7-2 in Game 1 and 11-1 in Game 2. Thanks for tuning in. From George Marfo, Jarrett Gilliland, Liam Nevin, I'm Tyler Nordman. We'll catch you Tuesday. Scotties are back in action 2 p.m. right here in Highland, Kansas. Again, thanks for watching. You're watching Scotty Baseball on the Scotty Sports Network.